The Murders in the Rue Morgue by Edgar Allan Poe. The plot begins when the author writes about Morgue, a ghost Dupin who he meets in Paris. Because circumstance he lost his fortune, and the only luxury he had in life were books, and the author shared a love for books. They meet in library, and after that they decide on life in Paris. They were put away from the world. They did not enter the West and only spent their time with a book and each other. Dupin's favorite part of the day was the night and the outdoor book with done to that. Over the day, they would close the blinds and make the room dark to have a vision of night. And when the real dark came, they would go out and talk. Dupin was capable of perceptibly stopping and following the author's trainings, the toast. They were walking all night, and after 15 minutes of silence, and after that with just one sentence, a conversation about something start. He has a shoemaker who tired, he tethered and failed, and that conversation led to the murders in the Rue Morgue. Mother and daughter were found dead. Corpse of the daughter who has started was pulled out the chimney. Somebody cut the throat of the mother, and when they moved the dear boy, her head fell off her head body. The story was in the newspaper that the two of them were reading. There was no indication of the murderer's identity, and they later testimonies of the witness were published. Most of the testaments were the same in everything with the exceptions of a few facts. Some of the witnesses said that the mother was the fortune teller and the other denied it. The people that entered the house first in search of victims heard two voices. One of them was piercing, and the other one was frown. Everyone had a different testimony about that. One of them said that the voice belonged to somebody, French and English, and others said that were Italian. Nobody knows how the preparators ran out of the house. The policemen were sure was a murder. The corpse of the daughter stuck in the chimney was brushed, and the mother's bones were crushed, and her throat was probably cut with razors. The police arrested Adolphe Lebon, even though it seems that no evidence pointed to him. The author realized that Dupin started to get interested in the case when the older murderer was arrested because he asked him about opinions of the murder. The author, same as the author of Paris, was convinced that the case was unsolved. Dupin criticized the French police, who bragged about their methods and he thought that their only good method was a good moment. He invited the author to investigate the murders with him because Limon was did him a favor he never forgot. He knew when the investigators, so he got the permission necessary to start their investigation. They went to crime scene, searched everything. The author did not upon investigate. With such, the author didn't stop anything. The different than newspaper said. Dupont got killed about the murder until noon next day. If he wanted to know if the author saw anything unusual, Dupont wrote that the newspaper were guilty of the opinion of the police about the case being unsolved. The newspaper stated allow motives for the murder, different testimonies about the voices, and that was causing the police to think that this case is a dead end. Backhand, Dupont kept going on with the case Mongol about her murder. He pointed the author to the fact that everyone agreed that one voice was French and nobody wanted to say that other voice belonged to their country. Of men pointed the language that is not there ever, so they never heard it. Also, he figured out that the perpetrators escaped through the window when the careful studied the room. He already made a theory about now. They got on about with the boot of the recurring loss of Hentias. He also considered the great amount of money left in the house and the strain necessary to get a body into a chimney. All of his observation makes the author believe that the preparator was loaning from the hospital that was nearby. Dupont approves his opinions to be grown because the witness code, the which nationally was loaded, and also Dupont took the drawer that was in the hand of the mother. It wasn't even similar to human hair, as the fingers of the doctor's neck weren't human. Dupont showed the author an article about argument the island's host fingerprint matches the one from Dauer's neck. His suspense became real when they heard steps, and Sailor came into their apartment in search of an orphan. He offered them money as reward for finding the animal. They used of the money. Dupont asked him to help about the murder. He went to the door and locked them, and placed his gun to the table. The sailor told them they caught the animal with her friend that death. After his death, he hid of the ordnance in his apartment and found him one day thinking to shave, probably because he saw the sailor doing it. When he took out the sheep, the animal ran out through the window. The sailor followed him and the orderlies stopped the window, and the murder occurred there in the way Dupont described it. The owner caught the ornament, and Lebon were released from the prison. The end.